vehicle buying. It's something that everybody really hates to do, right? And do you really think that you're doing it for the right reason? Are you letting that hatred make sure that you go down the right road with buying a vehicle? Or are you doing it because you saw something you liked and you're just making an emotional purchase? I bet that you're not thinking through this properly and that you're not thinking about your vehicle purchase properly. So let's dive into one of the biggest pitfalls that people make when they're going to buy a car. This is Everyday Driven by DJ, where we talk real life, real drives, and what are the real reasons that people should care about when they're making a vehicle choice. So let's talk car buying. And what's the big mistake that most people make when they are going into a car purchase? Honestly, it sounds really no-brainer. The biggest mistake is just making the decision based on an emotional want, not making the decision based on a logical need. Lord knows that I have done plenty of this over the 10 plus cars, whatever it is, that I have either purchased or leased over my short life so far. I would say pretty much all of them have been emotional want decisions. I think probably 2 of them have been true logical need decisions, and that's probably questionable at best. And with most of those emotional wants that people go through as they're doing their car shopping, I would say that a lot of that goes with the whole keeping up with the Joneses phrase. I know that that's been part of the driver for some of my car purchases. You know, oh, coworker or friend got a nicer car, you know, or a sportier car, whatever. The one that gets me constantly is, oh, I bought my husband a nicer car, so therefore I deserve a nicer car. I fall in that trap all the time. Not saying that I buy him a new car all the time, because he has owned about half as many cars as I have. So I've fallen in all the traps. He got a nicer car, I should get a nicer car. My coworker got a really nice Yukon, I should get a nicer car. Keeping up with the Joneses just isn't worth it, because you're going to continue going down that road and you're never going to feel satisfied. People aren't taking the time to figure out and self-reflect on what they truly need in a vehicle. And that's my last point with this, is a lot of folks, when they go and buy a car, they're buying it for like a rare occasion or a one-off trip that happens maybe not even annually. You know, take buying an EV, for example. Everybody talks about range. Oh, what's the range in that one? Oh, it's only 250 miles, or oh, it's only 300 miles. You know, that's not enough. Yes, it is. People are looking at car buying really the wrong way. Oh, this is interesting. There's a convoy going the other way. I can't. Florida USNR Task Force Urban Search and Rescue. Ooh, interesting. I wonder where they're going. Anyways, that's not what we're filming about. So the reasoning behind vehicle purchasing, right? So again, discussing EVs, and you know, people look at range and, oh, I don't want to buy that because the range isn't enough. You know, oh, I take, you know, next year I might be going on a road trip up the East Coast, and you know, 300 miles just wouldn't be enough for that road trip. Spoiler alert, you would never get the 300 miles on your road trip in a single stretch. You might get 225, maybe 250 if you're pushing it, if you're running highway speeds. I digress, though. The main point being, people look at the wrong things in car buying. They're not thinking about what their true needs are. Yes, the Jeep Wagoneer S that I drive has an EPA estimated range of almost 300 miles. Do I ever need that? No, I plug it in every night. It's not a big deal. And I take maybe one significantly long, and by significantly long, I mean more than 200-mile road trip a year. And I know where the fast charging spots are, especially now that we have access to the Tesla network with Jeep. But I know how to plan my trip around that, and the range doesn't matter. So apply the same logic to really any car buying. Are you buying a car that fits the size of your family? Are you buying a car that fits your average daily need? Not that one-off, I do home improvement projects once a year and I need to haul a sheet of plywood every other year, so I need a truck. No, you don't. Go rent a truck from Home Depot for that one time you need it. Don't spend an extra $100 or more a month over the course of multiple years just because you have that one time you might need to go buy a sheet of plywood. Just saying. Be logical. Don't be emotional like me when you buy a car. It's really quite simple. People just need to understand that. That's my TED Talk for today. It's very short, very simple. Just trying to convey a message so that people don't make the same mistakes that I do in constantly making emotional want purchases with something as expensive as a vehicle. Don't be like DJ. That's the moral of the story. Alright, y'all. Take it easy. I'll catch you next time.